no name, but well, basically we're gonna ask each other questions about Bauhaus. That's this week's topic. And if we get the question right, we get a drink of milk. And if we get it wrong, we have to eat a jalapeno. So let's see how we do. And well, we have been doing some research about Bauhaus, so we should do pretty good, but we're not sure. So let's see. Bau means, and well, what does Bau means and what does house means?
My answer is that Bau means construction and that house means house.
Which year was the Bauhaus? And 1925 is the answer. Eat your chili! The right answer is 1919. I'm correct. True or false? Utility comes first. Oh, Marin's cheating!
Today their style is A. Geometric, B. Artistic. My answer is geometric.
Name two elements that characterize Bauhaus successful design. My answer is color and geometry.
That's correct.
The turn of the cheater. What principle current Oh my god, once again. What happens when you cheat? I get everything. You get everything wrong. Like
Bauhaus philosophy designed for peace and
that's correct. Is there a connection between color and shape? Yes. Hi guys, so continuing with the video about Bauhaus, I'm going to explain a little bit about how it started and other things. So the Bauhaus is an artistic movement that originated in 1919 in Weimar, Germany. Its founder was Walter Gropius, who was an architect, an urbanist and a designer born in 1883 and that passed away in 1969. The name Bauhaus is a union between Bau, that means construction, and Haus, that means house. Gropius founded the stylische Bauhaus School in 1919. It was a design school that promoted among its students the use of innovative materials to develop constructions, furniture, and diverse objects. His main goal was to combine functionality and aesthetics in the constructions. The school was first located in Weimar from 1919 to 1925, then in the south from 1925 to 1932, and finally in Berlin from 1932 to 1934, but it had to close in Germany because of the Nazis' pressure that were against their ideas, forcing them to move to the USA. Some of the Bauhaus main artists were Walter Gropius, as we've mentioned before, Johannes Itten and Paul Klee.
I'm going to explain now some of the main artworks. The first one is Composition 8 by Vasily Kandinsky, made in 1923 in an oil canvas. and it is formed by lines, shapes, and colors arranged in space, giving origin to an abstract composition, inviting the viewer to discover different meanings and intentions of the author. The different shapes are not placed randomly, but they represent different things, forming at the end a kind of a landscape. The triangles represent the mountains, and the circle on the corner represent the sun. It is also commonly said that this painting represents the music that the artist used while he was painting the artwork. For the second artwork, we have the Basili chair that was designed in 1925 by Marcel Breuer. This chair is an excellent example of the groundbreaking developments that the Bauhaus brought to the art world, such as the sleek and easily comprehensible design that the innovative use of materials gave to the chair itself. It was inspired by the bicycle frame and influenced by the constructivist art ideas. It was mistakenly associated with Vasily Kandinsky and promoted as if he was his, but it was not. And the chair that is a chair that has changed the world of furniture design forever and is actually still manufactured today. And the third artwork is the Fagus Factory. It's one of the earliest built works of the modern architecture and the first project made by Walter Gropius. The commission provided Gropius the opportunity to put all his revolutionary ideas and all the things behind the Bauhaus into practice, and the stunning rectilinear volume with its primarily glazed face would guide the course of modernism throughout the coming decades, mainly in architecture. Gropius tried to emphasize the social aspect to architectural design, suggesting that improving working conditions through increased daylight, fresh air, and hygiene would lead to a greater satisfaction of workers and therefore increase the overall production and the profit for the company.
The fourth artwork is the one by Laszlo Moholy-Nagy, an utopian artist who believed that art could work hand in hand with technology for the betterment of humanity. He painted A2 or Construction A2 soon after joining the faculty of the Bauhaus School of Art and Design in Weimar, Germany. As if constructed around a mathematical formula, the canvas is composed of two similar bodies of seemingly intersecting planes and circles with a smaller structure, hovering below a larger one, both crossing through a white plane, varying in degrees of perceived transparency and color intensity. These shapes appear to overlap, forming an architectural construction in shape. The last artwork we're going to talk about is the one made by Joseph Albers in 1950. It's a series of artwork. He began working on them when he was 62 in 1950. They're called the Homage of the Square. Over the next 26 years until his death in 1976, he produced hundreds of variations on the basic compositional scheme of 3 or 4 squares set inside each other, with the squares slightly gravitating towards the bottom edge. In 1965, he wrote of the series, "They all are of different palettes and therefore, so to speak, of different climates. Choice of the colors used, as well as their order, is aimed to an interaction, influencing and changing each other forth and back.